In today's video, we will show you how we extract honey from a pilebox hive, which is used in traditional Japanese beekeeping. The boxes are frameless, so it's not possible to use a centrifuge extractor. We use simple, cost-effective methods that are practiced throughout Japan. Today we will take you through them. This is Mayu, a local beekeeper in Japan. She and her family keep Japanese honeybees and practice traditional methods. Today she has a box from one of her pilebox hives full of honeycomb ready for extraction. The box full of honeycomb is being kept in a giant plastic box with a lid that can be easily sealed. Inside the plastic container is a stainless steel stand that is 6.5 centimeters tall for the box to sit on. This allows the honey to drip down to the bottom of the plastic container without getting all over the wooden box. There is some belief that the honey of Japanese honeybees contain larvae. However, it really depends on the type of beehive and the techniques the beekeeper uses. Let's take a look at the honeycomb that Mayu will be extracting today. Here we can see that the honey is different colors. This is because the nectar sources are different. This box was removed in June, and honey from the spring is lighter, like this section. If you take a look at the darker sections, this is most likely honey that was stored from the autumn. The nectar sources change with the seasons, so the flavor and the color of the honey changes as well. Mayu is going to give the two different colored sections a taste. First, she's going to try out the lighter section. It's very sweet and doesn't have a very strong flavor. Now she's testing out the darker section. Usually, the flavor of the honey depends on its color. The flavor is a bit stronger. The darker honey tends to have a stronger, richer flavor. As mentioned earlier, a centrifuge extractor cannot be used with a pilebox hive, so instead, Mayu will cut the honeycomb. With this knife, Mayu will get started with cutting the comb. She has a special technique for cutting the comb to allow the honey to drip out. There are two sections to each honeycomb, and both need to be cut. The red line indicates where the honeycomb should be cut to get the honey to drip out naturally. She is inserting the knife in the middle of the right-hand section of the honeycomb. She'll continue to slide the knife all the way down. Mayu says that it's not necessary to insert the knife all the way through, since she's planning to turn the box over and cut the comb from the other side as well. After finishing the right-hand side of the comb, she does the same to the left-hand section. And she will repeat the same process to each section of honeycomb. After finishing each section, The box needs to be turned over to repeat the same procedure to the other side. However, the box is a bit heavy and cumbersome for Mayu to turn over by herself, so Mayu will get a hand from her cameraman. The total weight of the box is around 7 to 8 kilograms. Mayu gets right down to business, cutting both sections of each honeycomb in the same manner as the other side. Mayu accidentally nicked a small section of comb, but it's nothing to worry about. And finally, the last section has been cut. Now Mayu will leave the box as it is overnight. This will allow the honey to drip out of the comb bit by bit. This is known as the drip method and relies on gravity to remove the honey from the comb. In 24 hours, about 70% of the total amount of honey will drip out. After leaving the comb to drip for 24 hours, Mayu will take a look to see how much honey is at the bottom of the plastic container. There's still a bit of honey remaining at the top, but a lot of the honey has dripped down overnight. There's about 2 centimeters of honey at the bottom of the container. Currently, there is no more honey dripping down. Now Mayu will check and see how much honey actually dripped out. The total weight is 4.28 kilograms. The container itself weighs 1.2 kilograms, so about 3.1 kilograms was extracted. This time around, Mayu got about 70% of the honey out of the honeycomb. In the next step, Mayu will squeeze out the remaining 30%. Mayu would like to thank you for joining her in today's video and hopes that you will join her for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and to check our Instagram for daily posts about Japanese honeybees. We also have a website that is full of information on beekeeping in Japan and, of course, Japanese honeybees. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below.